Rise Mzansi never gave a clear explanation of its relationship with Rivonia Circle. We understood that one was a conduit for the other. There was an issue around money that was donated either to Rivonia Circle and how it found its way or not found its way to. Look at her face. I hope you realize that the cameras are on as you make faces. That this is going to
I'm shook
You're so
at this.
But those claims have always been there. People
Yeah.
have always made questions. While you think about that, I want you to also reflect on the fact that then Rivonia Circle had very well-known faces who were analysts, who were weighing in on particular political parties, yet they were being seen to be associated with Rivonia, which is associated with Rise Mzansi. So that will be a position. But they'll be on our platforms. Luke Mnguni, somebody we speak to quite often, who's associated with Rivonia, was associated with Rivonia Circle, but would be seen at... So that those contradictions, I don't think were fully ever clarified in the public domain. The issue around money, in essence, ended up with people claiming that what it felt like to them, I think some even labeled it money laundering, if you look at it broadly, like the way this is actually unfolded. Just those issues, that lack of clarity around the relationship between the two, because how people also saw the two was the IRR and the DA. I'm sure you've heard that. It's not unique to you at all.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think there was a lot of like attempts at having a gotcha moment. You know, every week people were like, "Yeah, we gotcha," such and such. But there's never been any equivocation about what the relationship is. Rivonia Circle and Rise Mzansi have and continue to be two completely separate entities. One preceded the other, and indeed, as a think tank, gave rise to the idea that a new political vehicle must exist. It is 2 years later. There are people who are leading and involved in Rivonia Circle who are quite obviously not in Rise Mzansi. Like, we are not, as in like, we have a leadership that is visible to everybody. And so my point is, this idea that you can't have what I'd call, if you look globally in other markets, you've got what we refer to as political ecosystems. You may have organizations, be it civil society organizations, think tanks, interest groups that share a similar political perspective or aspirations, but recognize that different vehicles need to do different things. The work of Rivonia Circle reached a point where it said there needs to be a political vehicle. That is the finding. Somebody must then say, what do we do with that finding?